Alright guys, this will be a slightly different video. This is using the list that MahfuzVanGogh used to win the Legacy Challenge a month or so ago. I think it was a month or so ago, or a few weeks ago, maybe less than a month, with 4 Creeping Chills. I also had the pleasure of speaking to MahfuzVanGogh in the middle of a league. I queued into him, we got chatting, he was asking me about my list, and I used the opportunity to ask him a few questions about his list with the Creeping Chills. I have played a few leagues with this list, none since getting the advice from him on how to play the deck. Basically, the idea he said about this list was that he was winning game ones, but he was struggling game one against Delver, so he found that the way to guarantee that you win game one against Delver is just to run 4 Creeping Chills, and you can use it to discard to hand size, and then they can never race you. And he was saying that games 2 and games 3 and most matchups he sides out the Creeping Chills completely. They were mostly there just to guarantee game 1 against Delver, and then you take them out and bring in other stuff against Delver. I'm not really sure what you bring in. I guess you probably bring in something like Dredge Return, Lotus Petal, 2 Gravestone, or maybe just Dredge Return, Lotus Petal, and take out just 2 Creeping Chills and leave the others in. But he said that most matchups he was taking these chills out. What's good about the list, I like the Hogaak. He gets to run the 4 Icarids, 0 Careful Studies, but he still manages to fit in 2 Putrid Imps and a Street Wraith. It's a pretty standard list, but it manages to shove in the chills rather than Careful Studies, basically. Yeah, compared to a normal list, basically all it's done is it's gone take out. I mean, most lists are running 3 Putrid Imps now, so it's took out a Putrid Imp, took out 3 Careful Studies, put in 4 Creeping Chills, and then it decided to keep the extra Icarid. Apart from that, it's pretty standard. The sideboard's as stock as anything. I love the Wisp Mares. Let's run it through a few leagues and see how it goes. I have some opinions on this list. Personally, I'm not a massive fan, just because while yes, it does help you against Delver, I don't think Delver's really the list that the deck struggles with, and I find that by losing these Careful Studies, your opening hands are less consistent, and then you can struggle against other decks where Creeping Chill aren't as good. So decks where you want to just go fast, like against Death and Taxes, or against something like Storm, where they'll discard you. You want to have as many opportunities to go off as possible in hand, and Creeping Chill can sometimes make the mulligans awkward, which is something that he said, but he believed that it was worth it in order to get more. In order to get more consistent wins against Delver and guarantee the game ones. So yeah, we'll try it out, see how it goes. Right, we found the first match. See, this is when the hands start getting awkward. You wish this was a Careful Study. Oh my god. I'd rather go to 3 than keep this. Ugh. The best thing that could happen here is he goes turn 1 discard on us. then I think we win. Unless we brick on dredges. What is this card? Kalia Zenith Seeker Prestige. I just got this little portrait. Oh god. That took him a little while. He was probably looking at what I was playing. This is fine if we draw exactly Lion's Eye Diamond. We did not. I'll lead Gemstone Mine. Just because against the Stompy decks. Oh god. This might be a quick game. Yeah, that's awkward. Yeah, one thing I was finding with this list is because of the fact that it's got 4 chills, you can't mulligan as aggressively as you can with like the list that I posted in my last video with the 3 putrid imps, the 3 careful studies. That list mulls incredibly well. I'm quite happy to go to 4 most games. Even to 3 I get, like, 3 is not what you want to be doing, but if your 4's bad, you got to go to 3. But you know that you'll see something that does something generally by 5, if not by 4, and then if you're really unlucky you have to go to 3, but you'll find something. Like there will be at some point. Like if you go back and look at the hands, even though the 7 and 6 were both unplayable because they had no lands, 5 I think it was would have been okay if the Creeping Chill was a careful study. We play like we're not dead. We can draw Lion's Eye Diamond and a Dredger. We can do stuff. That's pretty much our only out here. Simply drawing Stinkweed Imp would be quite nice as well, because that would let us hard cast it and then block the Thought-Knot Seer if he attacked, and then which would be wrong to do, but if he did attack then we could combo off. Oh, that really sucks. I don't think we can win this game now, but I'll keep playing. Main deck Thorn of Amethyst. Maybe this man does not want to lose to Storm. Can't think of many other reasons for that. But that card is absolutely awful against the card Wispmare, which is another excellent reason to run, in my opinion, the best leyline removal card that there is right now. Everyone's running Caracas because of Depths. Depths has like fallen off the map at the moment. Depths is not really anywhere right now, so just because everyone's jamming Caracas, that's a good draw. Let's go with that. Hopefully the last card in his hand is not Walking Ballista, and our top deck is good. Actually, we'll probably just Dredge Stinkweed Imp if he attacks. But I don't think he will. We have basically no outs in the deck right now to this because of Chalice on 1 and 2. The best draw is still Breakthrough. Trinosphere. Strange way to tap for Trinosphere there. I don't know why he didn't tap Caracas. We have to just pass here, we can't swing or do anything else. I think that was dead. Oh wait, no, the reason he had to tap the Ancient Tomb there was because of the Thorn of Amethyst. Sorry, I'm stupid. I think that's us dead, guys. That's a pretty good draw though. Oh wait, no, it's a terrible draw. Thanks to Chalice of the Void. I'm gonna die to constructs because he's gonna make this an 8/8. If he does swing, I think the best thing to do. I don't think he will swing. I think it's wrong to swing. I think he's better just making a construct and passing. Will I block the construct? Didn't attack anyway. Can't play that because of the chalice. This is pretty miserable so far. You can have a cloud post. Defense Grid main deck. What the hell is that for? I'm dead whatever I block. Okay, well. These are coming in. I assume he's got Khan, the Great Creator. These come out. I'll take an Icarid out. I'll take 2 Putrid Imps out. Another thing I dislike is there's only 1 Lotus Petal in the whole 75. I think that's a mistake. Lotus Petal's great against a few matchups. One against the Stompy decks, because sometimes I've lost a worrying number of games against Stompy decks where I mull and I find an answer to Leyline and I never draw a mana source to get rid of the Leyline. Maybe it's off colour or whatever. Or if you've got Serenity, you need the second mana source. Though this deck doesn't want any Serenities, but the Lotus Petal's good. It also lets you get under Chalice of the Void. So you can go turn 1, Wisp-Mare, kill your thing, then loot. Doesn't know it's a Leyline. I guess in this list it's less of a problem because you don't have any careful studies that you could cast off, except for the Colosseum. You could never be stuck in a situation where you're like, well, I've got careful study instead of faithless looting and I need to draw a source of any colour in order to do stuff. You can never be in that situation with this list. It's not looking good, guys. Okay, this is good. Bottom. I should have probably put the Dread Return on the top of that, actually. Okay, well, he doesn't have any... maybe he's got a Chalice hand. Do I discard the claim? If he's got Chalice on one, looting's useless. If he doesn't have Chalice on one, looting's useful. But if he's got Chalice on one, claim does nothing anyway. What can he have? Trinisphere. We can't destroy Trinisphere with Nature's Claim anyway. I'm trying to think of reasons to keep this Nature's Claim and not just discard it. I can't think of any. That would be a reason to keep the Nature's Claim. But the fact that he instantly blew it means that it wouldn't have been useful to anyway. Sure, well, if that's what you're going to do, I'll just do this again. Okay, that's really good. I'll discard these two and then I'll just do this. Not going to mess around just in case he's got Trinisphere in hand. Trying to go off seems correct. I'm assuming that's a one-of. I'm assuming that's a one-off crypt and he's not running like 4 crypts in the board. It's possible he could be running 4 crypts in the board. I don't think so. What do I even care about? He's already crypted me. I assume he just brought the Khan crypt in from the sideboard. I guess Walking Ballista I don't want to see. Oh my god. Well, I'll take the Khan the Great Creators then, because he's got 2 of them. I want to fetch up Extowing Bridge. I was considering naming Khan, but like it's not like #1 worry. But I don't really see how we lose this game anyway. Okay, so seeing that crypt makes me think that that was just the one-off crypt that he had. Sorry, seeing those Khans makes me think that that's what that was. Yeah, he's scooping it up, as he should. Don't see any reason to change this. Seems pretty good. He's got Lion's Eye Diamond. The pedal would be better if it was a land. I want a mullet. I think I keep this. It's got lands and stuff. It does stuff. I think it's correct to keep the Narcomoeba as well, just as like something to do. A bottom of therapy. And keep this. My suspicions were correct. You now get to answer that with our Wispmare. We're looking to draw any draw spell or a Dredger. I think my next turn play is just going to be named Khan the Great Creator. I'm actually inclined now to therapy myself named Gravetroll. I'm gonna play Cephalid Colosseum just in case I hit like double Narcomoeba and I want to Colosseum myself in the draw step. That's probably incorrect because he could like Sorcerer's Spyglass it, but it doesn't really. I'm not too concerned about that, honestly. And we have a third land to just flashback looting. I hope he thought not sees me here. I hope he's thinking between casting Reality Smasher and Thought Not Seer. Trinisphere, I'm fine with that. I'm gonna do this now, I don't really see any reason not to. I'm gonna discard Grave Troll, Bridge and Stinkweed Imp because I want to exile the Stinkweed Imp to the Ichorid, I think. Yeah, because I just drew a third land, so that means I can jump a turn Ashen Rider at some point. It's actually pretty good that we bricked on Dredge just there and then drew the exact card that we want to draw. Like, it's not ideal, but it's the best thing that we could have drawn there. It's always nice when you brick on Dredges, then you just get given exactly what you want. Because this will mean at the very least we can Hogaak next turn. What can be in his hand? I feel like it's Khan the Great Creator. I feel like that's what he was thinking about between last turn. It can be hard to read these decks. They've got a lot of cards that just sort of like they're all kind of the same, but situationally better. Reality Smasher, okay. So that's one of the cards I thought you might have had last turn. I think I'll just feed the Narcomoeba into this. I see no reason not to. Oh, he does have a Caracas, which makes Hogaak crap. In that case, is it better not to feed the Narcomoeba in? Just in case I hit another. Yeah, I don't think it does much feeding the Narcomoeba in here, so I'm not going to. Maybe the correct play here is to eat the Hogaak. Yeah, that's probably the correct play last turn. I should have discarded the other Grave Troll, but that doesn't matter too much now. I think I'm going to play the Narcomoeba here. Pay 3 life to take 1 less life, so I'm essentially paying 2 life for the Narcomoeba. I'm still going to get hit though. Going to get a 9. I don't like it. Perhaps it was correct to keep the Stinkweed Imp. Yeah, in hindsight. Hindsight's 2020. I don't want them to have a second Reality Smasher either. That's just game. I need to hit good dredges, whatever happens. I think the correct play here is just to swing with Icarid, leave Narcomoeba on blocks, take 1 less damage next turn, and then the turn after I can triple block the Reality Smasher if I don't hit another Breach from Below. That seems the best play. I still need to be scared of the card Walking Ballista as well, annoyingly. But this seems the safest play. Ugh. Glimmer posts can be so annoying. One thing that does confuse me, why are all the colourless Eldrazi cards so cheap in paper? You'd think they'd all be like $10 cards, but they're all like less than $5. Maybe they've gone up recently, but Thought Knot Seer was less than $5 for ages. I assume it still is. I don't know. I've not checked recently. Oh, there's the card I thought he probably had. Hopefully he does not have the Torbod script in his sideboard. Hopefully he's left it in the main deck. Though he might have put it back in the sideboard after last game. Maybe it's going to fetch up Walking Ballista. That would actually be terrible. Ratchet Bomb's okay. Oh, he's going to get punished for that. The reason not to play the Mana Confluence there is that now he can take the Ratchet Bomb from his hand. Take the Hogaak. Yeah. Annoyingly, we can't get rid of Khan. Oh wait, we can get rid of Khan. It just means we'll take a lot of damage. No, we can't get rid of Khan because the Reality Smash will kill us. Annoying. I think we might have screwed this up. We should have discarded the other Grave Troll and exiled the Hogaak. I didn't think about Caracas. We have to take Ratchet Bomb here or else we're just dead on board. It's probably preferable to make it so that Khan can't down tick again. If we top deck like gods, we still can potentially win this game. We need to dredge very well. Next turn we'll exile Street Wraith and Ashimori to get more zombies. We have to chump Thought Knot and Reality Smasher here. Hope he doesn't draw Walking Ballista, or there's so many cards you can draw that just win him the game here. Like any of Walking Ballista, Reality Smasher. Why didn't he plus Khan on Trinisphere actually? That would have just won the game as well. That was a punt by him. That would have just ended the game, plussing on Trinisphere. Hopefully he doesn't notice. Oh wait, he won't be able to do that next time because I'm going to kill Khan now. Right, we need to not brick on dredges and hit many bridges. Oh god. That's us just dead, right? Yeah, we needed to hit. If we hit another bridge there, we were okay. But because of that, we're just dead on board. Yeah. We'd have been like 3 cards deeper, I think, if we'd have discarded the Grave Troll. Let's see if that would have made a difference. We'd have definitely been at least 2 cards deeper because we could have dredged Narcomoeba around a bridge. Yeah, that would have won us the game, I think. Oh well, we sort of punted that game. Frustrating, but it was just because I didn't notice the Caracas, or I probably did notice the Caracas. I probably mentioned the Caracas and then just forgot that it would bounce the Hogaak, which meant I misplayed because I thought I was going to return Hogaak, but then that was terrible because he had Caracas up. So yeah, a pump by me, but oh well. Mulligan. Like, what is this? Mulligan. Ugh. At 5 in this list, do I keep this? No. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Please no force. Nice, hit the looting already. Triple creeping shell. Stink with him. Yeah, this game's over. Gotta... Sideboarding blind, not got a clue. I guess I'll just bring in claims because they hedge against everything. I don't know, I mean it seems better than Creeping Chill. Game 2, like Creeping Chill literally doesn't forward the game plan in any way. Nature's Claim does. In that it fights through hate. This is so bad if he has any counter magic, or I brick on a land. Yeah, I'll keep this. Do I want to bottom that or bottom that? It's hard. I think I want to bottom that. I do prioritise having mana sources because you can never draw more mana sources once the game starts. Gasp. Oh no, it's Storm. Goodbye Lion's Eye Diamond. If he tries to discard me again, I can claim my own Lotus Petal. Alright, so this is almost definitely Storm, and we are almost probably definitely dead next turn unless we do something. So I'm not going to show him any of the cards I draw, I'm just going to show him all the ones he already knows, because I want him to think. I think that we're scary. We are dead. Actually, if he messes this up, he has not messed it up yet. Oh, he messed it up. He was supposed to crack the Lion's Eye Diamond in response. Probably didn't hold control. Don't see how he wins the game from here. Maybe there's something I'm missing. You can Infernal Tutor for LED, LED, cast Dark Ritual. Wait, am I still just dead? No, because you can't get tendrils. Fascinating. Oh, we're still dead because he drew what he needed. Oh wait, but we're not dead. Dun dun dun, thanks to Nature's Claim. Play land, pass turn. We need like any loot spell. That would be great. I'll do that. Not at all risky. Going to 1 is my favourite kind of way of winning the game. Discard all that junk, don't need any of that. Oh no! Ah! Wow, he drew out really well. Yeah, that's me dead. Snooze. Let's see if he mucked it up again. He's mucked it up a few times so far, so... Alright, well, that was lame. Take this junk out. Bring in that, and a ley line, take out the creeping chill. Take out an Icarid, I guess. Let's go. Bad. Good. Is it good? Seems alright. It's not great. I think we can do better. Ugh. Maybe that was greedy. Okay, I like this. Keep. 1, 2, 3. Done. Play ley line. Go. Lion's Eye Diamond, Lion's Eye Diamond, last turn. If he's smart, he'll Thoughtseize us. Weakness, pure weakness. Alright, now we need to not brick on dredges. I've been sort of down on Leyline of the Void against Storm recently. It used to feel like it was good and it buys you a turn, but now I feel like it just makes the hands crap, and we are getting lucky today. Oh, that was a bit of an early concede. His hand would have had to have been really bad to lose to that. Just that there. Maybe that was just a salty concede. But I'll take it. This guy's normally on Delver. This hand is Garbo. I know it discards the hand size, but like, come on. Four? I mean, we keep. We have to keep. What is this? Is he on Storm as well? Why is everyone casting Preordains like it's a good card? Stop it. There's probably no bad cards, Rug. That deck plays, yeah. No! Don't do it! How lucky are we feeling, punks? I don't think we're going to win this game if we're not going to get lucky. So I'm going to crack this for red, and I'm feeling lucky. I mean, cracking it for black wasn't that much better there, so I'm not too upset. Yeah. I feel like the correct play is just to take Infernal Tutor out of his hand. Okay. Okay. He's gonna cast Brainstorm in response, sure. That means that the correct name is Lion's Eye Diamond? Dark Ritual? I used to always name Dark Ritual, then I saw Cyrus say that people shouldn't name Dark Ritual and they should always just name Infernal Tutor and Lion's Eye Diamond. I don't know if that's just so that he wins more games or what, but I mean, okay, sure. His hand must be, his top of his deck must be garbage. Like, that's like borderline risking to just me killing him with slow dredges now, yeah. Because look, I got an Icarus this turn, unless he's drawn like Cabal Ritual. Yeah, Cabal Ritual into Cabal Ritual. No, he still couldn't, because the first one wouldn't have, oh my god. Big yikes. Take the Street Wraith, Dredge Grave Troll. There is a lot of people trying to be Cyrus Corman Gill right now online. If you don't know who that is, it's the guy that won the GP. I assume most people do, because who else watches MTGO Dredge videos except for freaks? I guess we take Infernal Tutor, because with like this isn't going to kill next turn anyway, but it'll kill the turn after. And that sort of locked him out of anything that will kill him next turn. He needs to draw like perfect 2 turns in a row. There we go. Same thing we did last time. These come out, this comes out, this comes in, this comes in, this comes in, this comes in, this comes in. I guess we could do that. Maybe that's better. Oh, whatever. It's done now. The deed is done. If this was Leyline of Sanctity, this would be good. This is so bad if we get dressed. Well, yeah, I'll keep this. Put 2 cards. 1, 2, or maybe 1, 2. Maybe it's these 2. Keep the Lotus Petal. Yeah, I can see that. Oh. Okay. Okay. Might be Veil of Summer though. That's my least favourite card at the moment. I got so annoyed at getting Veil of Summered, so angry, so enraged that I'm actually semi-inclined to just pass the turn here. I don't know. That seems risky. Seems very risky. This looks like he's got Brainstorm in hand to me. But I don't want to brick on Dredges. Did we win game 1? Yeah, we did. We did win game 1. Okay. It's time to YOLO, you know? It's just time to YOLO. Okay, that's fine. He's lolling because he misplayed. Yeah, see, that was what I was afraid of. That was what I was afraid of there. If we waited a turn, we would have drawn Putrid Imp. Yeah, that would have probably been better. That's the reason why I didn't like going for it. Like, the odds are so bad off of just 1 Golgari Thug. I don't know if you've done the maths, but it's not good on hitting another Dredger. But that's good, because we've got 2... We don't even need to try and, like, discard to ourselves now. My plan with this is just to, like, go Icarid, attack you, get 2 zombies, Cabal Therapy you a bunch of times. Okay, we're dead. Well, we'd have bricked even if we waited a turn, and he had the Veil of Summer, if we targeted him. So I don't think it made much difference what we did there. I guess we could have casted Golgari Thug and Cabal Therapied him some more. Whatever, we're dead. Just BMing me. Sure, yeah. Yep. Everybody thinks they're Cyrus Corman Gill. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, I'll keep. Even if he discards us and takes our breakthrough, we still have Cabal therapies and stuff to do. It's not the end of the world. I'm going to therapy him a name like Flusterstorm. He's got Veil again, sure. Hopefully we don't just die next turn. I'm going to make it so we have lethal on him. Two, three, four, five. I can't make it so that we have lethal through against him through an Echoing Truth. I could make it so we have lethal against him through a Chain of Vapor. Oh wait, I've got 2 Icarids. I'm just going to pass. I always say, ah, that's a good sign, and then they always kill me after they brainstorm, so... What do I know? He's got to try and kill us, I think. Right, we got it. We did it. Nice. Nice. Not everyone is as good as Cyrus Coleman Gill. Alright. I've seen this guy around. I forget what he's on. I don't think it's anything in particular. I think I like my chances of keeping this and cycling Street Wraith more than I do than going to 3. 1, 2, 3. Elvish Spirit Guide, Manamorphose, Stifle Your Street Wraith. Oh my god, we are so good at video games, guys. Ha! I laugh in several languages. I'm going to pass the turn because I'm not a wimp. This is terrible if he has the card Chalice of the Void, but I am not a weakling. We've drawn exceptionally well this game off of our very mediocre hand. I'm expecting this will get hit with a Brainstorm into a Force of Will. As long as he doesn't have the follow-up days, we're good. He scoops! Nice! That's my favourite kind of scoop. Don't be afraid to mull very low, because if you get hands that you're like, I don't think I can win the game, just mull. That's 100. London Mulligan is so forgiving. Before, with that 5, I'd have been like, we have to keep this. Even some of the 6s that we saw there, I'd have been like, that it's too risky to go lower. But now, no fear, just mull. I feel like volcanic brainstorm. I feel like it's sneak. I don't know why. I just get the feeling. So I'm not a wimp. I believe. I think it's that. I'm gonna do that. Even if it's not, that's still okay configuration against Delver. This will not win a game. Neither will this. If this was a loot spell, guys, come on. This would be great if we had a loot spell. I mean, I'll keep this. I'll bottom this and this. I should have put the Ashen Rider on top of the other one. Okay, it's Delver. It's Delver, guys. Do we try and eat the Force, or do we try and eat the days? I'm gonna try and eat the Force. I'm not a weakling. Okay. Okay. I want to draw a second land. Or a loot spell. Or like anything. Chooses to not shuffle. Scary. I think that's probably a Force. Second LED. I think that resolves. Let's make it a bit inconspicuous what we're doing. Actually, I should have cracked that for green. That was bad. Because now I just have to pay an extra life for no reason. No! Why? Why? I can really consider doing the cracking one lines I know in there. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. Oh! Oh! X is 4. No, I don't want to. I don't want to draw all of it. I want to discard some of it. Cancel. Blue. 1, 2. How much of it do I want to keep? I think I want to keep 2 of it. Okay. 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 Discard 2. Discard these 2. Yes. 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 This is just unfair. Maybe the correct play was to crack that for blue, because then we could have cast this breakthrough. That would have been beautiful. This game's been a clown fest. Best draw here. What is the best draw here? Looting? No, it's not looting. The best draw here is LED, I want to say. Chooses to not shuffle. Oh, land's probably best draw actually. I'm gonna name days because I'm not a wimp. Oh my god, I'm dead on board. Ah, I should have named lightning bolt. I didn't expect he'd have 2 lightning bolts. I thought he'd have 1. But wait, he could only cast 1. I should have gone for it. I should have breakthrough X's 1, because he only has 1 red mana. I wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking, guys. I'm so sorry. It's okay, we've got next turn. It's not over yet. Do we have any Creeping Chills in the deck? Yeah, we have 1. We have 1 Creeping Chill, guys. We've got 1 Creeping Chill. So if we draw Loot Spell, 2 Grave Trolls off the top, Breakthrough, and he draws like some blank, like, I don't know, some useless card like Tarmogoyf. We're still in it. I'm going to do this first, because I'm not a wimp. Not a wimp. Don't spell pierce me, bro. No! Ah! This has been an emotional roller coaster of a game. Honestly. This has been something. I'm going to shame concede to that. I don't feel any shame, but I feel like I've got to shame concede to that. Wait. I do not want that, and I do not want that, and I will have that, and I will have that, and I will go. People have been saying to me, bring in the gravestones against Delver. So, you know what? It's better than the card Creeping Chill post board, so maybe I will. This is good. This is what I want to see. Apart from the fact we've only got 1 land and we'll lose to the card Wasteland. I love the card Putrid Imp. Nice. In before we get hit with the big Grafdigger's Cage and are very sad. No! Okay. We discard a Stinkweed Imp. He won't surgical that because Putrid Imp is too scary. He won't surgical that either because he's a wimp. Let me have your daisies, your hulled counterspells. What on earth is in this man's hand? I assume a surgical extraction. He just scoops it up. Why he kept that 6, I do not know. Maybe he thought that I'd be scared. But maybe he was like hinging on Force of Negation, countering our first thing. I don't know, but we won, so that's good. I played against this guy before. I forget what he plays, and I'm not going to check because we're not playing for the 5-0 and I don't care. Awesome! Wow! This is the best hand we've seen every game. This is, of all of the games we've played, this is the best hand we've seen. And funnily enough, it doesn't contain any copies of the card Creeping Chill. But, if we had copies of Careful Study, we could have one of them instead of... Oh, he's on black-red. Duh. Of course he is. Is this the new Entomb in your upkeep to stop you from Force of Negationing my Entomb strat, which is legit, I guess? What? Excuse me? I assume he's playing Carrion Feeder nonsense, which I'm fine with, because that doesn't look like a very good Carrion Feeder deck. And there's one of the Carrion Feeders, so please don't play another Carrion Feeder, because I'll be sad. I'll be very sad. Oh, I think I've seen this guy play Dredge before, actually. So I feel about that. Oh, Creeping Chill. I forgot about this. It's actually sick in this matchup. This is the matchup where you want Creeping Chill. I've worked it out, guys. Just run main deck Creeping Chills so you can beat Hogaak. What do you think, guys? Who's with me? Thing is, what's his hand to be for him to not to do that? I think it might be like Bridge from Below or something. I'm going to discard these two. No, I'm going to discard these two. Then I'm going to attack. Then I'm going to discard this. Then I'm going to sack this, target this. If he doesn't sack the Carrion Feeder in response, I am going to... okay, that's fine. I was going to say I'm not going to name the card Bridge from Below, but now that he has, I will name the card Bridge from Below. Though this could backfire really bad. Maybe I won't name Bridge from Below, maybe I'll name Alternate Dimension. Okay, that's fine. I'd have missed either way. That sucks. But we did hit another bridge, and we've got an Ichorid, so we can do stuff. It was annoying he had the carrion feeder, but we had to play around that. There's literally no card in this graveyard. Okay, he's skipping it up. Right, so the ley lines come in. Even though I said Creeping Chill was great in this matchup, I don't want it. Take out an Ichorid. Take out a Street Wraith. This matchup's really awkward because it's like compresses the deck a lot. You want the ley lines, you want the Whispers. It's the same as the Dredge Mirror. I'd pretty much treat it the same as the Dredge Mirror. You're both kind of trying to do the same thing. But unlike the Dredge Mirror, you can't die on turn 1 as much, but they can play through Leyline better. Because of the fact they can play through Leyline better, it might not be worth bringing in the 4 Leylines, but it makes the game a lot easier. If they don't have Leyline, and not all of them have Leyline. I'll keep this because it's got a Leyline, and it can do stuff eventually. Okay, we're both playing Leylines. We're going to play the Leyline game. That's fine. I just picked up guild packed Leylines online because the price of Leyline online has dropped a lot, so I ended up losing like 0.5 of a ticket or like 0.7 of a ticket per Leyline I traded to get the M11 ones into guild pack ones. If you're wondering why the look of my Leylines has changed, that is why. Sure. Please stop. I'm going to play Stink Wimp to block one of these next turn if I don't find an answer to Leyline. Oh, I found an answer to Leyline. Better lucky than good, eh? I'm not going to mess around, I'm just going to break Thrax's one. But do I want to? What if I'm scared of getting Cabal therapied? I'm not a wimp. That's my verdict. Maybe I should be a wimp. Is it hard casting Creeping Chill mana? I'm not going to return Ichorid because I'm not too concerned about that. I'm more concerned on bricking on Dredges. Okay, we physically can't brick on Dredges now. I'm not going to mess around with this. I'm just going to keep my life total as high as possible while also leaving the gemstone mines on as many counters as possible if something absolutely abysmal happens. Like this. Okay, never mind. That was looking bad for a second there, but no, it's not anymore. I'm going to name Bridge from below, I think. Okay, sure. Okay. What's he going to get? Hogaak? A Bridge? A Grave Troll? Sure, that's probably the best thing you can get. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. I don't actually think Grave Troll's very good in that deck. I think the much better card is Golgari Thug. Golgari Thug does a lot of cute stuff. Well, he's got no cards on hand, so it doesn't matter what I name. I'm not going to do anything, I'm just going to take that. Because I kill him on the backswing with 3 Ichorids. Awesome! 4-1, and we punted the first game of the first... we punted game 3 of the first round. It was very tight, but I think we possibly could have weaseled our way out of that game if I'd have discarded the 2 Grave Trolls and we could have dredged just a little bit deeper there, but we still managed to get the 4-1, which is really good. I'm not going to lie, I think this is the best I've done with this list. Maybe I managed to get 4-1 with it once before, but I also had a lot of 2-3s. I had some 3-2s. You saw how the Creeping Chills there were at times very clunky, but also at times they were very good. They definitely helped out in some game 1s. I don't know. I'm not a massive fan. I don't think I'm going to switch to this, but it's definitely possible to do well with it, as we saw just now, even if we did side it out in most of the games. I was pretty happy with how the deck ran through this league. I think it was pretty solid. We did play against some pretty combo-centric matchups. Yeah, no, I think that ran really well. So I'm happy with that. That's a good 4-1, solid 4-1. I hope you enjoyed trying out a few different lists. I'm always willing to try out different dredge lists. Always willing to try out different dredge lists. Yeah, it ran nice. It ran smooth. Not my personal cup of tea. I'd rather have the extra draw spells, but it ran nice. I hope you all enjoyed that. That was a fun league. It was a fun league. I like playing against combo decks with Dredge, I must say. It's the blue decks. You stomp them, but it's not enjoyable for me. You just kind of win the game. Whereas when you're playing against the combo decks, then you've got a bit more like back and forth play. You've got to be like, oh, should I try and Cabal Therapy them? Should I do this? Against the blue decks, you're generally best just jamming and trying to play around days when you can. But against the combo decks, then you've got to try and think about the mulligans a bit more. It's blue. I find against blue decks the deck just kind of autopilots itself, but against decks like red black, against decks like depths, against decks like storm as well, you get interesting games, and that's what I like. So it was a fun league. Hope you guys enjoyed it. What have I got coming up? Some stuff that's coming up. I've got this coming up at some point. People have been asking for another Manaless video. For those of you desperate people that watch to the very last minute, I'm not sure how much overlap there is between the people that care about my Manaless Dredge content and are willing to watch the entire of the LED Dredge videos, but I am planning on doing this Manaless list I stole off of the Dredge Discord. I just don't want to pay 20 tickets for unmasks. I don't want to, and I'm resisting it. I'm looking at MTG Goldfish and I'm saying to myself, why would I pay 20 tickets for this card when it has been as little as a month ago 10 ticks. Just over a month ago this card was 10 ticks. Why would I pay 20 ticks? If you look at the all-time graph, it's spiked up. It looks obscenely high at the moment. So I want it to cool off. And I will buy the unmasks, because I want to get the unmasks online for another reason, because I want to play this deck, because this deck's fun. But I will not make videos of me playing this deck, because I will be horrendous at playing this deck, even though there's probably a lot of overlap. I have heard people claim between these two decks and how they kind of play and the mindset you've got to be in. But this deck's a lot of fun. I do get jealous of this black-red fun stuff. I think the matchup spread's a bit different between the two decks. I think this deck's a bit better against Leyline, a bit better against other combo decks, a bit better against anything that's not blue. But Dredge has a slightly better blue matchup than this deck, but it looks like fun and I want to play it. So yeah, that's what's coming up. Hope you guys enjoyed this league. I'll stop rambling now.